Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back, everybody. In the bush. Friday evening. Myself, Crazy Daisy, and Fred all made her back over. Hopefully gonna have a good weekend here. It's only 12 degrees inside, so I'm gonna put a little fire on. It's not super cold, it's beautiful outside. 15, which is what, 60? Hard to believe how nice the weather has stayed this fall. We've had, a beautiful summer, absolutely beautiful summer. And the fall is proving to be pretty much as nice. It's been great weather. Had a pretty good week, actually. The weather was great too for what I was doing. Well, it poured rain a couple days, but I was doing a bunch of body work on my truck. Boys, oh boys, I'll show you guys a bit later what I did so far, but what a job. I can do it, but I don't like to do it. And the more I do lately, the more I realize I don't like to do it, but I have to do it. Trucks are so hard to find now. You can't buy anything. If you could, you can't afford them if you could find something. So they're a pretty crazy commodity right now, trucks and cars both. So try to fix up what I have and maybe get a couple more years of it if I'm lucky. The old thing works so good still. I went out and bought new tires for it and went to Canadian Tire, our wonderful tire store, and got some tires. Studded winters, got them all studded and everything, and they're on my winter rims, which is nice. I have 2 sets of rims for the truck, so I don't have to just swap the tires over. I can just swap over the whole wheels, right? I don't have to get them balanced every year and all that. Here's Crazy Daisy. She's hanging out for a little bit, saying hi. She's not, we don't like being petted right now much, but we're trying to get the fire under go here. This is a bunch of kindling I've got left over. It's shingles, actually, from when I did my shingles this summer, so this stuff should be good to get going. Should be nice and dry. There it goes. I think I'm just being a bit impatient with it here on the paper. That stuff should be dry as a popcorn, pretty much. A little bit under here, maybe, get her going. Well, there she goes. No big plans for anything crazy this weekend over here, I don't think yet. Probably split more wood. I don't think you guys really want to watch me do that, but we'll just hang out and just do the usual, I guess. And that's nice to have you guys back. I got to go fill my bird feeders. They're totally empty out there, and that's to be expected, cages or not, even with the cages on them. So, yeah, and there goes the fire. Anyway, I'll report back in a little while. Talk to you guys in a bit. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful morning here at the camp. 13 degrees outside already. It's going to be a wonderful day. Very happy to report that my screens are working on my bird feeders. I'm basically getting no blue jays on there at all now, which is nice because, as you guys know, as I told you before, I get tired of feeding them all the time. The little chickadees and that. There's a nuthatch right there coming and going. So cool to see these little guys here. My little buddies. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's a bit of a breeze. A few things I want to get done around here today. I'll try to probably finish splitting that. I'm not really going to film much of that. I'm sure it's boring for you guys. I'm going to mow the lawn. Mow the lawn in front of the cabin here. You can see how green that still is. That's could use one more cut this year. So I'm going to take a walk around, show you guys a little bit about what I did on my truck and all that. Not that everybody cares. Somebody might, but actually give you a quick little gander here right now while I'm out here. So again, it's a wonderful morning out. Get something done. You can see, I don't know if you guys remember how rotted out the whole side of this was. Cat could have climbed through anywhere down here. This whole piece was cut out, all here, welded in. That's called a wheel arch, and then I did all the body work. This whole back corner here, they call that a quarter panel, right around to the back of the bumper. I had the bumper off. This is all brand new. That is brand new. This piece I had to manufacture that by hand. You can see it under here. I welded that lip and everything, manufactured all that. I've got a bunch of pictures of all this, and maybe I'll just throw a couple pics right quick on a slideshow here and show you guys if anybody's interested in it or not. It's not something I enjoy doing. It's something I can do. I sanded it all by hand, which was hard because I've got this. It's flat and it's pretty smooth, and I'm kind of proud of that because I don't do body work. I do small engine repair for a living, but it came out good. But again, I cut almost from here all the way up, all the way across, almost a 4-foot cut down, and then I actually overlapped the metal. You buy a flange tool, they call it. Then your metal has a little lip on it, so you flange the body. Then your panel sits in flat, then you weld all the way around it. And then what I did, I sealed, and again, if in pictures you'll see the green, that is actually short strand fiberglass. You put that on there first because that waterproofs everything. And then after you put your short strand fiberglass, I did that inside and out also, by the way. The inside, both vertical seams, I couldn't reach up here. These vertical seams here, going down, that's also sealed on the inside and out with this, which is they call short strand fiberglass. Then you build your body fill over top of that when you want to, build it up and get your contour and your shape. But you have to seal it first with a fiberglass. If you try to seal a welded seam with body fill, it's going to rust, guaranteed, in time, because just the welding process oxidizes the metal. If the air can be allowed to stay at the metal, it's going to continue to rust. Body fill absorbs water. It's full of talcum powder. I was told this by the PPG paint rep years ago, and he told me that too. He does body work. He said, don't ever use body fill to repair, only use it to contour, which is true. But again, it's coming decent, and I got a brand new set of tires I bought for it. I didn't even put them on yet because this one here hasn't gone flat yet since last weekend, so I'm kind of living on the edge. But I'm going to get the tractor out soon. Going to mow the front lawn with my garden tractor, and all up around my raspberries and all that. Try to clean all that up some. Then I'm going to come in here and mow the lawn. So if you guys want to hang around for a little bit here today, it's nice to have you here. And if you want to like and subscribe, my subscribers are slowly going up. I'm getting 1 or 2 every day again. It's kind of nice to see. Numbers are slowly increasing. So anybody else wants to join in, it'd be nice to have you here. So we'll be back in a bit when I start mowing some grass. Well guys, I'm going to head out front and I need to lift some bulbs. I planted some gladiolas in the spring and they didn't do anything. They grew but they didn't blossom, didn't bloom. And I put in dahlias. I think one of my videos way back in the spring, if anybody of you saw it, I actually had dahlias in my video that I planted. There's a dahlia right here. This guy grew, it come up, but it never bloomed, and I don't know what I did wrong or what happened. Gladiola's right there. Another dahlia I'd put right here. It's already died, obviously. Grew, looked decent, but it only got a foot tall. and Gladiola's back there beside Tin Man. So I'm going to set the camera up here and just kind of pull these bulbs all out, I guess. Any suggestions? The soil isn't good here, but if you saw in the spring when I put them in, I dug a fair amount. It's only gravel. I dug a fair amount out, and I put good soil in there too. I think I put that Miracle Grow, or the Pro Mix amended soil, which is supposed to be real good stuff. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe I need a larger mass of the soil. I don't know, but I'm open to any suggestions on why dahlias, I guess, can be fussy to grow. But I'm going to set up here and pull these bulbs out. It's only going to take a minute. Yeah, this is the first dahlia bulb. Let's see if it'll pull up by its... yeah, there we go. Look at that. That nice big bulb, eh? Not crazy? But I don't know why. There's a dead tuber. There's one right there. I wonder if maybe I didn't have them deep enough. Maybe they weren't in far enough, because it's a good mass of soil here, big rock. But maybe next year I'll dig a big area and a big spot. But that's a good start. That's actually got a new. There's a sprout on that. Isn't that cool? Look at that. For this time of year, if you can see that or not, there's actually sprouts on that. Isn't that crazy? And this one, I think, is supposed to be a dark purple, I believe. Dahlia. Then up here's my gladiolas, and again, they grew. A nice big healthy bulb. And all the baby bulbs all stuck on there, but they didn't blossom. Another one there. Strange, eh? I thought I put 3 or 4 of them in here, but there's only 2 there. That's all I see. Yeah, at least there's 2 though. Oh well, let's go over and pull the other ones out over here. Yeah, as I said, the other dahlia is right here. Let's see if it'll pull it up out. No, I gotta dig for it. The hand down in there. There he is. That's not nearly as big a bulb, but it's still nice, healthy, real nice, healthy tuber, I guess you call it. I think that's the problem. I didn't make the area big enough. I need to dig some pretty substantial holes. And this one again has new roots, new growth on it. Crazy. It's almost like they're coming back to life. Look at that. Green leaf on that. Isn't that wild? It is, what, the 20th of October right now? So, a little out of season. And 3 gladiolas here, and they didn't blossom either. Well, that one broke. That one come out, this little guy. That one come out, nice little guy. There's one still in here I didn't get. Where'd he go? Oh. There he is. That was way down in. All kinds of tiny little bulbs all stuck to him, eh? It's kind of neat they do that sometimes. The gladiolas are like a baby. All the baby bulbs. Well, I don't know, anybody can tell me too. Can you grow them, actually plant them? You could probably plant each one of those, I bet you, and get another plant from that. So I'm assuming that's how they multiply. But there, that's that little task. I still got potatoes in the garden too. There's still a few red potatoes in there. So maybe I'll just use the same bag. Let's just take a walk over here and see what we can find. This row should have some, I think. Yeah, there we go. Nice little red potato. There's a good one. Look at that, nice guy. I should have brought out a hoe or something, I guess. Easier to find them, a couple little babies. There's a good one. They're not rotten yet either, which is nice. Sometimes you wait this long, they'll rot. I think last year I lost most of them because I waited too long. Here's another nice one, another nice one. These guys are really tasty, fried up with a few onions. There's some there, they're right out of the soil. There's another one. Yep, doing pretty good here. Look at that. All kinds of red potatoes. Oh yeah, man, oh man. Quite a few here. I didn't realize. Some little ones. These are my favorites, these little tiny guys. Very lovely. Man, oh man, there's a lot here. And again, the frost didn't get them yet, which is a nice thing. And there's a bunch of a row still over there also. So definitely got a few. I've been amending this soil for years and it's getting better. It needs more. And even those corn stalks, if I was smart, I'd get my rototiller out and I would try to till them in the best I can. I don't know if they'll break up now. My big Troy built in there, that thing's a beast. And I almost should have that out. And I should almost rototill all this stuff. Do the whole friggin' garden, the pumpkins. So this is kind of a funny one, and not haha funny. I had 4 pumpkins I took home from here a couple weeks ago, and that's all I got for harvest because the animals chewed the sides out of them all over here, the deer. So I had 4. I had a nice one, a little bit smaller, and a smaller one. I set them all on the steps of my house. Biggest one, smaller, 4 pumpkins on the steps. I go out and I come over here. They were on there, I think, 2 nights and nothing bothered them. And then I come over here and get back home after the weekend, and 3 out of 4 have a little hole in the side, about that big around, and the guts were all taken out of them. Friggin' raccoons. Never seen such a thing, but they literally ate my pumpkins. So they cored them on, they got them all out through a little hole where they get their little paw in through, and they took all the seeds out. There's seeds all over my deck and my front steps. I'm getting quite a haul of potatoes here. And I hope they're happy because the critters end up winning. The only way I can grow anything around my house is to screen it in totally. I get a lot of deer in my backyard. They eat my hostas. The raccoons have a heyday. The squirrels have a heyday. I don't get to eat much because the critters get it all. But I'm going to tell you, am I ever getting a good harvest of potatoes? I get 10 or 12 pounds of potatoes in here already. Easily. Quite a little haul here. Beautiful earthworm. That shows you the soil's decent. And I didn't have that before. Took a few years to get it around because this was just kind of gravel here. Never seen anything so rocky. Every year the rocks come up through here, and it's just crazy how many rocks I can get out of here when I rototill it. Little sunburnt spuds. That's not bad, boys and girls. Look at that. Good little bag of potatoes right there. That's quite a little haul. Nothing wrong with that at all. Still a little ear of corn on that. Look at that. What a shame, eh? Never got to eat them. A little baby. Let's check it out and see what's in it. Well, it didn't even mature. And a big worm right in top. Sad, eh? It's funny, I planted this. I planted that, and then I planted over here. And this stuff I had 5 or 6 ears. I got to eat a little bit off it, but the second planting I put in over here, it never really matured. I don't know why. They only stayed small. My sunflowers are pretty much done now. Obviously, they've all fallen over. There's still leaves on the raspberries. Let's go for a search for Fred and Daisy. Let's see who's up here. Oh, that's only Fred. Where's Daisy? Daisy's not up here. What are you doing, buddy, dude? My big boy. Freddy, man. Say hi, Fred. Where's your girlfriend? She's not outside in the catio. Where you at, Daisy? I'm not sure where she went. We'll find her in a bit. Well, everybody, it's Sunday morning once again. Got to head back to the house soon. Gonna have a busy day, gonna have a busy week. Back to more body work on the old truck. So had a couple day break from it. It's nice because it's pretty tiring in the arms and stuff, and you're not used to sanding like that. Using an 18-inch long board is what I did a lot of it with. All my wood is split, as you can see. That's the finish of it. I got my pile all racked up here, so it's kind of nice. It's only about a cord of wood right there, but it's only softwood. But I don't live here. I'm only here on the weekends. And between that and the slab wood, and there's some pallet wood and stuff in there, probably going to be pretty much covered, I think, for the winter. Maybe get a few more old pallets and that here and there, and to kind of fill in the gaps. Days like this, and literally when I get up in the morning, it's still 16 or 17 in the camp. All I do is put on a quick fire. And I let it kind of burn out after a while because it's already probably 25 in there, and water's running nicely in my favorite little brook here. Gotta like it. It's pretty cool, gotta say. Hate to go home. It's so nice out already. It's already 12 or 13 degrees again, and there's not a breath of wind right now. It's so calm. I'm running around just in this shirt, and I'm not cold in the least little bit. So, but I do have to shut her down here, I guess, and go home and probably again work on the truck for a while. It's going to pour rain the next couple days. I'm just lucky I've got a little portable garage big enough I can back it in and do the body work, because it poured rain a couple days last week while I was doing that work. But it's better to do that. At least I can do it in out of the dry. As far as getting some paint on it, don't know yet when I'm going to do it, but hopefully before it gets too cold out. I would like to at least shoot the side of the box and all out of the truck and dress her up a bit before winter gets here. But again, it was wonderful to have you guys back for another weekend. I know there was nothing real dramatic went on here again this weekend, but just did some maintenance, got the lawn mowed, both lawns, got the front one done too, and got the rest of the wood split. So gonna probably go at this back wall soon. Not looking forward to it, doing that. The water tank, again, is still so mild out. It was only down to 10 degrees last night, 50 degrees. So there's no point of draining the water yet, so I'm still using the whole water system as I normally would, right? But very soon this tank is going to get drained. Once that gets drained, then I, full access to the back, I'll get her shingled. I'm kind of not in shingle mode anymore. That was back in the couple months ago in the summer when I got this done. I kind of had enough shingles for a while when I did that. But it's nice now to had a bit of break from that again, so I don't mind getting up, putting a few rows on each week. The straw everything has to come off, and I'm taking all the clips off this year because I'm putting metal fascia up there. I've got it all bent. It's all laying over here behind the building. So, and I have to get the skirting painted on the back because, as you know, the OSB won't last long if you don't put a coat of paint or something on it. But again, I'm going to shut her down for today. It was wonderful to have you guys here and all that. We will talk to you soon. And if there's nothing else you're going to do, just try to just live simply and remain grateful for everything that you have. You guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.